Hey, welcome to this episode of Tye Food. On this episode, we're going to make lemon pie. And yes, I said lemon pie, not lemon meringue pie. This is just a normal lemon pie. And you can either serve this with whipped cream on top, or if you want to look up a recipe for meringue and add that to it before you bake it, feel free. I personally am not a fan of meringue. I prefer just a lemon pie. So, I mean, to each their own. Some people like the meringue. I've never cared for it. I haven't tried making it myself either, so might be a difference there. If I made it, I might enjoy it better because I'll probably do a better job of it. But to me, it's just always bland and lacks flavor. It seems to take away from the pie. But that might be the allure of it, for all I know. Anyways, we're going to want 3 lemons for this recipe. And you're going to want at least the zest of 2 lemons. You can see here on the thing, I already pretty much zested them. Picked this up at Bed Bath & Beyond. It was like $7. It's kind of like a microplane of sorts. It's a zester. You can do a nutmeg on this for fresh nutmeg. But basically you just kind of run it across there very quickly, and it just takes basically the surface of the rind off without getting a lot of the white pit. And I've got my bowl here. I'm just going to put this zest right in here. Get it off my board here and out of my way. And it just kind of goes right in like so. Alrighty. So we got our zest of 2 lemons in there. You can add more or less if you prefer, but I found that 2 lemons worth of zest was perfect. Let me grab a knife real quick here. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to juice our lemons. So basically just kind of halve the lemons. And then we're going to go right to the juicer with them. This process is a little involved, but you know what? I haven't really found a better way to juice a lemon yet, or a cheaper way, to be honest with you. Some of those lemon juicers they use to squeeze it, I found to be a little more expensive. This juicer was $10. I've definitely gotten my $10 worth out of it. Alright, you two, break it up. Hey! Cats are getting a little frisky. Must be the scent of lemon or something. No lack of entertainment on this show sometimes. My wife just picked up the big one, copper. Alright, so we got what we needed out of those. I'm going to discard the carcasses, as I call them. And just put that so it strains. Unplug this so I don't accidentally turn it on. You can hear the oven's preheated. You want to preheat the oven to 350 degrees for this recipe. I started it early just to make sure it was preheated enough. Okay. So while we're waiting for that to do a little drain in here, I'll get this out of the way. Come up here with this, and we're going to add 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. That's all you need for this recipe, for milk and sugar. This is more than enough sugar for this recipe, believe me. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. That's what I like about it. You know how you can get some of those and it's like biting into a spoonful of sugar. It's not my cup of tea, so to speak. If I want to eat sugar, I'd eat sugar. So, just going to get this into here. So I got turned on to this recipe by Uncle John. He lives not too far from me over in Richlands, and he told me that he has a hard time finding a good lemon pie. He could not find one. So I set out to make a good lemon pie. And I happen to like lemon pie myself. You know, I like fresh lemon for sure. I like making fresh lemonade. So, like I said, I set out to make a fresh, good lemon pie. And this was what I come up with for lemon pie to make. And so I made it for him this past holiday season here. And he said it's best lemon pie he's ever had. Which says a lot to me, you know. All things considered, but alright. So, got that in there. Just going to scrape that off as good as I can for now. Set this off to the side. That's got enough juice out of it. Now I'm going to put some juice in the can and use it to rinse it out a little bit. So to do that, I'm just going to pour it through this sieve here, the strainer. Move that so you can all see what I'm doing. Just kind of moving the bits around. Make sure I get enough juice in there. I'm going to set that right over there. I'm going to go ahead and pour the rest of this over top. Now, all I'm doing with this is I'm straining out all the pulp and the little bits of seeds that get in there when you juice the lemons. That's basically all I'm doing. I mean, granted, pulp adds flavor, also adds texture. You wouldn't know it was in there. But mostly, I only did this because I wanted to get rid of the seeds pieces that were in there. I did not want them in my pie. So I decided that this would be the best way to go about doing that. And you can see I'm just kind of working this around, trying to dilute the sweetened condensed milk here as best as I can, because I like to get all of it out of this that I can. And that's going to be good enough right there. Off to the sink with that. I need to finish getting my juice out. This is what you call a labor of love. You could shortcut it, but it just doesn't come out the same in my opinion. Not by any means. Alright, that's good enough there. I'll rinse that out after. Okay, we're also going to add 4 tablespoons of butter to this, and you want the butter melted to mix in. So I went ahead and I pre-melted it. Now, this is unsalted butter. I usually try to use salted butter, but they were all out of salted butter at the store. Went shortly after the holidays, and with everyone baking and everything, you know, everyone bought up all the salted butter. And so I had to buy unsalted for this. So I'm just going to add some extra salt into my recipe for this. So if you get the salted butter, you're going to cut the amount of salt in half, because the butter's already going to be salted. No need to add more. So instead of 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon. And once again, that's because I got the unsalted butter. So there we go with 1/4 teaspoon of salt in there. We also want 2 eggs. Now I'm going to crack them into the bowl to keep the shells from going into this as well, because that's really not desirable either. If I can get it cracked enough, there we go. 2X. Let me get rid of these shells. Wipe my hands really quick on the cloth. Alright, so I want to get this starting to mix. Just using normal paddle attachment on my mixer. If you have a hand blender, you can use that. So at this point, I'm just looking to get that sweetened condensed milk kind of diluted up a little bit before I go in with my eggs. I'm going to let these pull in a little bit at a time here. There we are. I'm going to go ahead and mix this really good. Do a quick wipe down here. Done with that one. Alright, now I got some good Mexican vanilla, and I got some pure lemon extract. And this lemon extract is going to add a little extra pop of lemon flavor. So we're going to do half a teaspoon of pure lemon extract in there. And half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. There we are. You want to do this just towards the end of the mixing process. If you aerate it too much and the alcohol evaporates out instead of cooking out while it's in the oven. There we are. We should be good to go there. Giving it a quick mix at the bottom here. I got one of those one-off type deals with KitchenAid. Got a 5-quart bowl, and it seems like they use the 4-quart attachments for the 5-quart bowl, in my opinion, because it just doesn't seem to fit it as good as if you had the 4-quart bowl. So you can't really get a whole lot of attachments other than what they give you either. For whatever reason, KitchenAid just doesn't support it. Like, I can get the meat grinder and all that for this, but if I wanted the dust shield for the flour, forget it. They just don't make the bowl cover for that. I bought one, didn't fit. They said it would fit from what I read online, but they'll say anything to make a sale sometimes. So, just kind of rinsing this off, or, you know, wiping it off anyways, best as I can. Alright, now, I waited till the last minute to pull my pie crust out, so give me a second here while I get it. Whoops, I just created a landslide. Bear with me a few more seconds. There we are. So this makes one pie, this recipe does. So if you're making two, you obviously want to double the recipe. And we just got one traditional frozen pie crust. And you want to do this with a frozen one because it's going to bake for about 45 minutes so it gets set. So you don't want the pie crust to over bake on you. We're just going to go in just like so. Had somebody tell me it tasted kind of like a lemon cheesecake, almost, with the consistency. I almost think it was my father that said that. He got to try some of this. Although this would be a big no-no for my mother. She's allergic to the lemon. So I obviously made it before they got here. There we are. One nice full pie crust. And I'll probably put this on a sheet tray before I put it in there. Just to be safe, you know. In case there's any spillage, it goes onto the sheet tray. Alrighty. Set that there. Make sure this kind of spreads out nicely. Alrighty. And at this point, we're going to go into the oven with it. As soon as I get a sheet tray here. And I just got some like baking mat silicone liners here. So that kind of helps with cleanup on this. Nice and full. And there we are. And like I said, I'll put this in the oven. Gonna bake it about 45 minutes and then let it cool off and we'll come back to you. Alright folks, here we go. Oh yeah. That's gonna set up beautifully. Turning my oven off. And you can see there's just a little bit of jiggle, which tells you when this finishes setting here and cooling off, it's going to set perfectly in the center and it's not going to be dry. There's still going to be some moisture in there. So that's going to be good to go right there. And we're just going to let this cool right off before we slice into it. And I'll catch you when I slice into it. Okay, so we let this fully cool down and then we refrigerated it. So it's, you know, fresh out of the refrigerator at this point. I'm going to go ahead and carve this up so we can have a slice. And it should be nice. It's going to be kind of like a cheesecake consistency. You could probably treat this like you're cutting a cheesecake. Dip the knife in some water. That way there it doesn't stick to the blade so much. But we're just going to carve it up irregardless. There we are. You can see it comes out looking very similar to cheesecake. Let's make sure our flavor is spot on here. That's perfect right there. Got good lemon flavor. Just the right amount of sweetness with some tang to it. And that's exactly what you're looking for. And that's a lemon pie. And like I said, you can serve this with whipped cream on it if you want. Or if you want to make your own meringue and put it on there before you bake it. Totally up to you. Thanks for tuning in to Tye Food. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, please. And hit the bell icon. It'll notify you when I upload a new video. And check out my Facebook group.